The 50th anniversary performance, did everybody get a chance to?
No.
Of course you didn't.
I knew
I
you.
don't care.
No.
I don't care.
Jay Moore, did you get a chance?
That was
to
actually something I wanted to see, so I
Agreed.
absolutely watched
I didn't.
that.
I
care.
watched it.
I don't care about live performances though. So
This was a
Well,
little different.
Yeah.
It hit a lot different too.
I think you'd have
As
liked
far
this.
as the Grammys is concerned.
Yeah, I
too.
think you would like
I don't
this.
think so. No. I mean, it's cool. I'm not saying don't watch it and don't enjoy it. I'm just saying that me personally, I'm not going to enjoy
He may
it.
not have enjoyed it as much too because he wasn't that into a lot of the early hip hop that was actually being praised.
Look,
during
there
that
could,
That's
there,
fair.
there could be Little Brother and Outkast and Prince on stage, and I wouldn't care. So I mean, I just don't. I don't have an inkling to that.
And
that
in
does
their own way,
nothing
Little
for me.
Brother was on stage with the, because they had
the names
the
up
names
there.
of all the
Yeah.
legendary hip hop
I actually
artists.
thought that was dope.
It
that they
wouldn't
got
do
a-
anything
got a
for
nod.
me
Yeah.
personally.
No, I
What you think, Jay Moore? Since Lone doesn't care.
no,
not like-
it's funny at the beginning of the performance, LL Cool J had to have kind of the disclaimers like, look, we couldn't get everybody here.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do our thing. I appreciated it, because I've been critical of the Grammys basically every year that we've been doing this show
Yes.
because for hip hop to be the #1 streaming genre of music worldwide, and for them to always have that as a pre-show category, they got it right because they actually presented hip hop, album of the year, whatever. During the show, so it was cool to see Kendrick get up there and give an acceptance speech. Then I love seeing the celebration of the 50th anniversary, because they brought people and it all made sense, from the old
Tons
to the
of
new.
names. Tons of names.
The only thing that I felt that should have, because everybody's like, he said JJ Fad, they should have been there, so and so Willie D should have been. I get that. The only person who I think was not there, and I've heard since I put this opinion out there, I thought Will Smith should have been there.
He denied, right?
Yeah.
They shooting Bad Boy. Bad
he
Boys
was
4.
going to do it. He
Or step down.
declined, yeah.
Decline is what I
Yeah.
meant.
The only reason, because he was the first person, him and Jazzy Jeff were the first to
win a
win
Grammy, right?
a Grammy, and they led the whole thing about boycotting that Grammy for not televising the, so that would have been a nice nod to history and a good and a make good, if you will.
Jeff was there though.
Jeff was
To his
there.
point.
Jeff was there.
Jeff
So shout out
there.
to him. I thought, like I said, I thought it was fantastic. Move from the old to the new. I loved seeing all, because everyone gets such a rap as far as like the old rappers hating on the new kids who figured it out, young rappers who don't know who, Melly Mel is or don't know what.
Or Robert Glasper. Or
Well,
Man,
we'll get to that.
don't
We'll
even
get to
get
that.
me started on that.
But,
Sorry.
when you talk about, the fact that you could get all these people together and maybe they could have conversations, be like, oh, well, this, that, because we play generations against each other so much in hip hop. And I think it's kind of played that we do that. If someone doesn't know something, instead of us jumping down their throats and being all mad at them, be like, all right, young buck, let's put you up on, this, as opposed to being like, how is it you've never listened to only Bill?
It depends on how they respond to
That-
it.
that
When they
too.
respond to, well, I ain't really trying to hear all that mess, then that's when you check them for that.
True. But, it was,
I like that.
in some of the other pictures, it was cool to see, Glorilla, with salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see those moments, because even if you don't know you're standing on the shoulders of certain people, like, look, I imagine there were some people in Middle America, and I say Middle America like
Middle Earth?
not in Middle
See?
America.
See?
But just think about it. They're like, well, wait a minute. What is, what's the dude from CSI and the dude from SVU doing on stage rapping?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are all these cops on stage?
Jay Moore's favorite rapper.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shout out to Ice-T right there back at the Grammys.
What you think, man?
But I thought it was a good look.
What you think, Jay Diff? What you think about the, overall performance, pros, cons, anything that stuck out to you?
I thought it was dope, man. From
Yep.
the beginning, almost to the end, was really dope. The energy was hype. It almost was nostalgic in like you was watching the episode of Yo MTV Raps or Rap City the Basement from back in the day, because it was all of those mainstream artists that were putting on back then. And what was crazy is it still sounded fresh. Like everything that they played or whatever they performed, it sounded really good. And I hate to even do this, but Lil Baby, who I actually like and respect, but it seems like when his part came on, it kind of deflated the whole performance.
Sucked the whole energy
because everything
out.
was real hype, and it maybe just he picked the wrong song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that was one I was like, you could have picked something else.
And then he did like a extra verse or two. Well, not extra verse. It's like his bars went on longer than a lot of people's. So that kind of deflated it, and then Glorilla's energy kind of brought it back a little bit, and then they ended it with Uzi Vert with the new Philly anthem, I guess. And that song doesn't even have any lyrics, but I mean that's neither here nor there. It's hip hop essentially. So it showed where it started at as far as
Having Kaz and the GRAMMYS.
Melly Mel,
and all of them, all the way up into the present day. And of course, a lot of people were not there. But I mean,
they had
these people represent you essentially. You know
every
what I'm
era
saying?
was represented. Method Man was there.
Exactly. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
when you
Like-
talk about Willie D was upset that he wasn't included. I mean, Scarface did Mine's Playing Tricks, which is a Ghetto Boy
Which
song.
is so now people gonna be interested in that song and your streams is going
Right.
up.
So I don't understand that. JJ Fad said they were mad because they were actually nominated during the first time when Will Smith won.
Yeah, but you know, if you're gonna have if you have to pick, okay, we're gonna have JJ Fad or Salt and Pepper.
Come on, man.
We picking Salt and Pepper.
And we picking Queen Latifah. And I mean, JJ Fad, you had one song. I mean, you had an album too, but I mean, you had an era that was very short lived to the point where a lot of people don't know who you are.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. Like I still have their record at home, but
it was actually
it's
the
not
first.
nothing
It was actually the
listening
first
to.
hit on Ruthless Records.
Yeah.
I've heard the name, but I've never heard any music.
Trust me,
But-
you're fine.
But you know what's
You're
crazy?
fine.
Seeing an interview with them on DJ Vlad. When the Sonic the Hedgehog movie came out and they used that song in like the trailer and in part of the movie,
Probably put them back.
they got
on.
a nice check.
That's good for them.
Because-
Oh, they definitely
They
got
probably
paid.
been
because-
waiting for a long time for a check.
Because
like
you know
that.
what, they own their music. They own that song.
That's good.
So
I mean, they
shout
had-
out to them. You know,
It was. They got a list here of the performers. Like
I was
crazy.
happy to see Salt and Pepper had Spinderella on stage with
Yes.
because they be playing her
They do.
Spinderella.
Yeah.
When they put out the Salt and Pepper Funko Pops, they didn't give Spinderella no
That's
Funko Pops.
that's not it.
That's sad.
Like seeing Flav and Chuck was dope.
That was really dope.
Rakim.
That took me all the way back to the Do the Right Thing movie.
Yeah.
When I seen them performing.
Yeah, like I'm
And
just
like they didn't miss a beat. Flav looked the exact same as he looked back then.
yo. As soon as he came out, I
With
was
the
like,
moves and stuff.
Yeah.
exactly. Everything was the same. Like it 100% took me back. Seeing Rakim is always dope. Run, like all of
LL
that.
Cool
Bro.
J ain't missed a beat.
Nope. Didn't miss a beat. And it was dope seeing Jay-Z standing up, getting hype, watching all of this happen.
Then corny ass DJ Khaled up there trying to be all in the shot, holding up a lighter. I was like, if you don't sit down,
I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about the God Did Last Supper performance.
You know what? I didn't even, of all things, I didn't even watch that part.
I saw that.
I didn't even watch that part.
I enjoyed that just because
I think Khaled still found a way to make it corny.
he does a way to make everything corny.
Okay, at least you agree with me on that.
No, but hey man, look, to see Jay-Z sit down there and rap for
That's
like
the only part I
32
seen.
bars, like
That's
you
the
know,
only part I seen was Jay-Z's verse.
yeah,
That's just 'cause
that
it got
was I mean,
reposted.
and that's why he's him. You know what I'm saying?
Khaled was super corny during this whole performance until Hove got there. Then Hove brought it on home with the however many minutes it is. But
And
Khaled
you know,
was
and
super
it wasn't a
corny
backing
during the
track;
whole
it was
thing.
him rhyming the entire
Yeah,
time.
that's impressive to sit there and just rap that long, sitting down at the table. I gotta give it up to him on that. But Khaled
I still
was
give J.
corny.
Cole verse of the year
Oh, for last year?
for last year, yeah.
Which
On that
record?
Benny.
Oh
joint
yeah,
with
yeah.
Benny?
Oh yeah.
That's verse of the year.
I'm not mad at that.
Verse of the year.
I don't know.
Jay's verse is hard, but how extended it is, I think, is more of the
Yeah, that's what got
the-
people into it.
yeah. But potency, J. Cole got off. From a
Somebody
verse
actually
standpoint.
broke that verse down, and it's deeper than what you even think.
J. Cole's verse.
Man, it's stupid.
Oh, it's levels to it, huh?
It's crazy.
Okay.